Hi, I'm David Ramirez with Tax Relief Services, and today I'm going to talk about the payment plan with the IRS. So some of you have some tax issues or some tax problems and have some back debts, the most common solution for that is going to be an installment agreement with the IRS. The basics of it are, in order to set up an installment agreement, you will need to be in compliance, and generally that means you have to have filed your last 6 years worth of tax returns. In addition, you'll need to have the amount that you would like to pay on a monthly basis once you've done that. And the basics of an installment agreement are going to be this. So basically, if you owe under $250,000, you generally are going to be able to get an installment agreement. There are certain issues based on the amount that you'd like to pay. But first off, let's just talk about the basic installment agreement. Like I said, if you owe under $250,000, generally you can get an installment agreement over what's called the statute life of collection, which is generally 10 years. Now, again, there's always exceptions, but that's the starting point. If you want to avoid a tax lien, you have to make sure that your balance is under $50,000. Because again, the IRS will give you an installment agreement on, say, $200,000. However, they are going to file a tax lien to protect their interest. But if it's under $50,000 and you set up a direct debit installment agreement, that won't occur. Additionally, you can get into what's called a partial pay installment agreement, where maybe under the criteria for the IRS, they've determined, or you've determined, that you can't pay what they're asking for. So you want to pay something less than that. And again, in most cases, they will do that. However, to set that up, you will have to provide financial information. Additionally, the IRS will file a tax lien to protect your interest. Now, the good news about tax liens is that they're no longer as critical as they used to be. In the past, they would impact your credit reports. However, currently, credit reports no longer pick up tax liens. However, if you were going to purchase a home or do a refinance, they will come up under the public records search when they do a title search. So that being said, like I said, an installment agreement is pretty easy to get. You can do it online for many instances. You can call the IRS. If you got a notice, you just call the notice phone number. Or you can actually even send in a form, a 9465, to the IRS for that. Again, once it's set up, normally we recommend setting it up as a direct debit, because then you don't have to think about it. Because if you have to send in the payment, or you could actually make it online, many times with our busy schedules, we forget. But that's the basics of an installment agreement. And also, the IRS does not want you. They don't want your firstborn. They don't want your car. But if you do ignore them, they will take steps to collect from you, such as a bank levy or a wage garnishment. So if you do have back tax problems, don't worry. Most people can get an installment agreement. You can do it yourself, or you can hire a tax professional like us. I've been doing this for well over 21 years. And the difference is the criteria that we use. I mean, we know what the IRS wants. When you're calling in, many times, they will ask you what you want to pay. And when we set one up, we're going to set it up for the minimal amount. We do not want to have an installment agreement where you're going to end up defaulting. But that's the basics. You can look for our website at www.taxreliefservices.com. And thank you, and good luck.